everyone, welcome back to Bio Talks with Swasti. So I'm back after a long time, and in that phase you asked me a lot of questions regarding ESG, sustainability, green jobs. So here I am in front of you to answer some of your important questions. So in 2026, the job market is completely changing. Okay, so the kind of jobs that were very conventional in the past, they are not anymore, and sustainability has become a part of every job these days, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are an accountant, whether you are a procurement manager or any other field, whether even you are a teacher, okay, accountant, engineer, whether whatever you are, sustainability is seeping into every job, and it is very important for every person to learn the basics of sustainability. Okay, so if we talk about green jobs, I have divided it into three parts. Okay, so people ask that we are from a commerce background, we are from engineering background, we are from science background, humanities. So is the field of sustainability and ESG for us? Then the answer is definitely yes. Because see, you can combine the skills of ESG and green job in any field. Okay, so for example, you come from a very technical background. Okay, for example, you are an engineer, or a lot of technical things you have learned. So I have made a list of some of the career paths that you can take. Okay, so you can become an ESG consultant, climate risk consultant, carbon accounting specialist, LCA expert, that is the okay, then renewable energy engineer. As you all know, renewable energy is a very booming topic these days because of the coming of the electric vehicles, the ethanol blending, all this news we keep on hearing. So this is very important, right? So the kind of work that you will have in that is, in these kind of job is the net zero roadmap, climate risk modeling, circular economy strategy, carbon footprint assessment, and energy efficiency projects. Okay, then you will be hired in consultancy firms, you will be hired in climate technology startups and engineering companies. So these are the things that are for engineers and people coming from very technical background. Okay, now let's come to the people who are, from accounts, from commerce background, what kind of work they can do in this. Okay, so for you can go in the field of sustainable finance. Okay, this is very important these days because investors are asking for sustainable finance, green bonds, everything. These are the very important terms that we keep on hearing. So you can be a ESG investment analyst, you can be a sustainable finance analyst, you can be impact investing associate, stewardship and engagement specialist. So what kind of work will be there? So for that you can read about green bonds, climate finance and sustainable funds. Okay, so these are the for the commerce people. Now the left are the people who are from a very non-technical background, like they have from humanities, say, and they have read a more of a theory, sociology, anything. So for those people, the kind of jobs that are available for you, you can be an ESG analyst, you can be an ESG reporting specialist, sustainability manager, CSR manager, climate risk analyst, net zero program manager, and CSR manager. Okay, the kind of work that you will have to do is like, there are many annual reports and sustainability reports, TCFD reports, then CSRD fundamentals, all these things, ESRS, materiality assessment. So this is the kind of work that you will have to do. You can do sustainability reporting. Okay, for that you will have to learn the basics of GRI, SASB, TCFD, CSRD. Then you will have to learn stakeholder management, engagement, community engagement, all these things, right? Then for example, you will have to make investor questionnaires, then decarbonization strategy of companies. So there are many paths that are open for people from different backgrounds. So we cannot say that only if you have a degree in sustainability or you have learned about environment in the past only you are eligible. No, it's not like that. If you're from any background, you are open to come into this, whether you are from geoinformatics, whether you are from MBA, whether you are from biotechnology, whether you are from say ESRM, any, you are welcomed in this field. So you can make a career in sustainable strategy, climate policy, just energy transition, corporate leadership, public administration, and you can work with international institutions, right? So we have a space for everyone under the sun here. Everyone is welcome. Just we need to see if you are willing to work, right? So yeah, there is a lot of growth these days in the renewable energy sector, in the microgrids, grid sector. All these things are booming these days. Then energy storage, hydrogen storage, right? Hydrogen batteries, then water and wastewater management, then we can say circular economy system, agriculture, climate resilient agriculture. For the biotech people, here is the catch. We used to study a lot of about the agriculture, how we can combine this climate resilient crops. Okay, so this is very important, and construction also. So people ask, this is a very important question, that what are the skills for employability, what skills are required to do all of this. So one thing is for sure, start reading about GRI. That is the main important thing here. Start reading about GRI, SASB, TCFD fundamentals, materiality assessment, okay, the basics of GHG, greenhouse gas emissions accounting, carbon accounting. Read about climate change and its impact on the world, how glaciers are melting, how the Arctic ice is melting and the sea levels are rising. This is creating a lot of havoc, as we can see that from the past years the amount of heat that we experience these days is much more. So this is all climate change, the difference between weather and climate. Start reading about these things so that you get an idea, right? Then you should have data and analytics skills, for example Excel basics, ESG metrics, data visualization, Power BI, R, KPIs, understanding of these things. Then SDGs, read about sustainable development goals, regulations, everything. Then stakeholder engagement, system thinking, and leader must understand climate risks, natural capital, social impacts, and long-term resilience. So there are a lot of things that you need to understand to get the full grasp of sustainability. It's not just one thing, but you keep building upon your knowledge every day. Okay, for example in ESG also there are so many things like the supply chain management, human rights, governance, the board of directors, the a lot of things, environmental management, emissions, air, water, waste. There are so many things that you can learn. Okay, so it's not that one thing will lead you to enter this field. First read about it a lot, and then definitely I'm sure that you will be ready for a job in sustainability, ESG, or anything that you are looking for. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any doubts let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much.